Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica with Memory Box Candle Co. And I make videos all about the journey of starting a candle business. And in this video, I just want to share my favorite way of organizing candle labels, or really any kind of paperwork that you need to organize. This is gonna come across as probably really obvious, but I swear when I first got started, I tried a bunch of different ways of doing this, and this has been the best way that I have found to organize any kind of labels and papers and all of that. So I'm going to get the camera set up on my tripod and I will show you inside of my filing cabinet right here. And I'll probably also show you some paperwork that I have in these drawers right there. And in case you're wondering, the white drawers I got from IKEA, they are Alex drawers. And then the filing cabinet in the middle I picked up from Staples. So I was going to start on the top drawer, but I realized I should probably start on the bottom just because this is the drawer that has all of my blank labels. So the way that I choose to organize it is I have all of my blank labels down at the bottom drawer, and then I have all of my printed out labels on top. So right here, I just have them labeled based on the product that they're used for. So I have a wax melts right there. I have 10-ounce candles, 6-ounce candles, warning labels, and then I have a couple different miscellaneous kind of sizes. So this 1.5 ounce labels, this is a couple different size labels. So I have squares, circles, and then anything that contains 1.5 inches on one side. So I have my wax melt samples that's, I believe, 1.5 inch by 1 inch. So I just put it in there instead of having every single folder for every single label size, just because I kind of found that I ran out of these folders quite quickly, and then also these little tabs as well. So I believe I got these from Staples as well, and these little tabs have come in handy, and I really like that you're able to remove them. So you can peel that off and change it, and Chris and I recently have actually had to change a couple of our old scents that we no longer use and then bring in another scent. So it makes it really easy to be able to interchange it like that. And then I have miscellaneous labels. So for these ones are kind of just is what it says. It's just miscellaneous. So with all the years of running this candle business and all of the new jars and new products and things that I've wanted to try, I have purchased a lot of labels that are just kind of maybe a few sheets of different sizes, and I didn't want to get rid of them, so I put them in the miscellaneous because you never know when you're going to need it. And all of my blank labels that I purchase are all from Online Labels, so they have just a bunch of different sizes that I like to choose from. And then this folder is 2.5 by 9.25 inch labels, and they fit really well for the California Escape Trio set. We also use these for to put on wholesale packages. When they're really large, heavy packages, I will print out, basically it says this side up, and we put it on there so it goes from here to over there, and it's a really good size label. And to be honest, I was going to use those for a different purpose until we decided to swap an idea and not do that anymore. So I do have quite a few of those label sizes. This video is sponsored by me and my website, ericamarieMorris.com, where I create digital products to help other aspiring candle business owners. To learn more about my digital products and help support the channel, check out the links in the description box below. And then from there, I do have a legal folder, so I have a lot of receipts and just legal paperwork that I get in the mail. I also have my tax returns back in the back as well, marriage license, and all that kind of stuff. So this is pretty much what I have down here, and I do like to have very universal labels that I like to use for multiple different things. So I don't like to have tons and tons of different label options just because I feel like that can get a little expensive on one hand, and two, just a lot of room to put things. So I've already filled up a lot of these cabinets in and of itself, and the bottom drawer is really heavy. So I have to make sure that I close this before I open up the top one, otherwise it's going to tip over. All right, and then moving on to the top drawer, these are all of the basically all the specifics. So I categorize them by different scents or different collections, and then also samples, packaging, private label, realtor. So they all have their own different categories. And with these ones are actually ones that are already printed out. So what I do is when I'm looking to print out something that's going to go into here, and let's say I need to print out, let's say, some vinyasa flow. So let's say I need more of these circles of vinyasa flow. What I'll do is I'll go down to the bottom. I'll go to the specific category. So it'll be these 6-ounce 10s. I'll take that paper, print it out. Maybe sometimes I'll print out more than one. And then whatever I have left over, I put it back in here. So whenever Chris and I are going to be labeling something, we always go over here first just to make sure if there is already some that's printed out and ready to go before we go down to the bottom and start printing off new ones. And because seasonal collections are not all year round, I do choose to put all of the different scents inside of the same folder. And I also mix up and put, so this is for the 6-ounce 10s, this is for wax melts, but they're all different scents. So I just choose to put everything in there. So whenever we're going through and labeling for specific collections, most of the time what we do is we just pull out the folder and we bring it to the table and look and see what we already have printed off. And then based on that, we're able to then go down to the bottom folder and then see how many more we actually need to print off. And as you can see, I still have a category for room spray samples as well as tea light warning labels. There's a lot of these that I actually need to go through, and down at the back over here, so I have actually all of these in the back I need to get rid of. So I no longer sell After the Rain, I no longer sell the bestseller sample packs, and I no longer sell the Candle Breathe. So I do need to go through there and just toss those because I feel like I can utilize that a lot more. And as you can see, there's a lot more room in the back over here. So I know that there's a lot more that I can fit in here, but I promise you this is coming from somebody who is not organized and struggles with that so much. Regardless of what you see in my videos and how it, kind of looks like I'm organized, I definitely struggle with it. So this is a really, really good way to not only organize your different candle labels, just so you're not having papers going everywhere, but also just to make sure that it also looks nice and you don't see it. I used to have a stand on top of a table, and I would just basically have like 4 or 5 different folders and just start putting a bunch of labels in there just kind of randomly, and it did not work out. So I highly recommend this if you can fit a filing cabinet somewhere in your house. I think it is just hands down the best way to organize your candle labels. And then the last 2 drawers that I wanted to show you before I end today's video is these top 2 drawers. So this drawer right here, I know it's going to be really hard to see. I can try to turn down the brightness, but this is going to be a paper that breaks into 4. So these are my cards that I include in all of my orders. So if I folded this up into 4 pieces, it would break up into basically 4 even parts. And I use that to print off my thank you cards and my candle care cards, and I include that in all of my orders. And then back here is my sticker paper. Now, this is, I don't know if you can see, the shine on it. So it's just sticker paper, and I would make stickers in the past. I used to include stickers in all of my orders, but to be honest, that just became a very kind of, it took up too much time. And I stopped doing that a long time ago. So I do still have some sticker paper left in case I want to include some kind of stickers later on. But I would use it with my Cameo, my Silhouette Cameo machine. And then down here, I just have some more of the cardstock paper. So this one actually splits right here. So this one will be one side, one card, the other side, another card. And I use these primarily for my California Escape sets and also for my candle making kits. And then of course back here I just have regular printer paper. But that is all that I wanted to show you in today's video. I really hope this sparks some kind of creativity and maybe some ideas on how you can organize your candle labels, because if you're anything like me, having just stacks and stacks of paper everywhere, it's just I will leave it there forever and then not even know what I have. So here you're able to actually see exactly what you have. And coming from somebody who is not good at organization, this is the number one thing that I have stuck with for, I want to say close to 2 years now. So I really hope this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to leave it a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram at MemoryBoxCandleCo. And I will see you in my next video. So I was going to start at the top, but I figured I should start at the bottom because that's where all of my blank labels are. Thank you, Brody. I really appreciate you walking in my way. So opening this up, we get all of my blank labels. Honey,